Hello grade ones, welcome to another language lesson. I thought today we could do some experiments and we're going to be using eggs, vinegar and water for our experiment. So let's give it a go. Alright children, for our vinegar experiment we're going to pour vinegar into the glass and we're going to put the egg inside the vinegar. You're going to need to leave it inside the vinegar for quite a long time. So you're going to just pop the egg into the vinegar like that, and what you'll see is quite a lot of frothing happens around the side of the shell of the egg, and you'll get some what we call scum forming on the top, some brown kind of liquid. I'll show you in the glass that I used before. That's the kind of brown frothiness that you'll get at the top. You can see this egg that I already put in 24 hours ago has lost its dark color, and when I touch it, it's quite bouncy and spongy. And the longer I leave it in, the more it will become like that, and it won't break when you hold it and roll it and play with it. So that's a fun experiment with your egg and vinegar. Okay. All right, children, for our water and egg experiment, we're going to put water, the same amount of water, in both glasses. Not right to the top, because we're going to pop the eggs into that water, about that much, and I'm going to show you with both eggs and both glasses. So when I drop this egg into that water, do you see it goes down? It's not floating, it's not at the top. Okay, if I put my finger by the top, it doesn't come to the top. And the same thing in that little bit of water, and let's do it with the other egg as well, just to make sure that they both are sinking to the bottom, because this experiment is going to show us that eggs can float in water. So we're going to put this egg into the plain water, but in this water we're going to add 3 tablespoons of salt. Let's get out quite a lot of salt. And then when we've put our salt in the water, we need to dissolve it into the water. That means we need to stir it for a while so that the small little bits of salt, the small grains of salt, get absorbed into the water and dissolve into it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop the egg into that water. The water won't be as clear as this water because we've put salt in it. Alright, it's mostly dissolved. And now we're going to pop this egg into that water. And do you notice that that egg is now bouncing on the top, on the surface of the water? That's because the salt's been added, and we say it's made the water more dense. It's made the water heavier, and that allows the egg to float on it. So you might want to try those experiments at home. If you do, enjoy it, and remember, ask mums, dads, grannies, grandpas before you get going with it, and to tidy up afterwards. Right, children, we looked at 2 experiments with eggs. We put the egg into vinegar, and the acid from the vinegar dissolves the shell of the egg. And then we worked with water. And we put the egg in water, and when it was in water, it sank to the bottom of the glass. But when I stirred some salt into the water, the egg was able to float on the top of the water. I wanted to use vinegar and water in my experiments today because the V from vinegar and W from water were the letters I wanted us to look at this week. There's Vicky Violet with her violets in their vase, and there's Walter Walrus with his 2 water wells, 2 water ponds. And Vicky Violet's V is replicated in Walter Walrus. It's almost as if they're 2 V's next to each other. Now, some words that start with V are violets, the flowers, Vaseline, vase, van. That's a nice one to sound out. V-A-N, van. This lady is a vet. Vet. Now some words that start with wa. Wa, I, ga, wig. That's a colourful wig. Wa, e, ro, well. A deep hole that you can put a bucket on a long rope down and you can retrieve, you can get water. Custer Semenya will win the race. These children are getting very wet in the water fountains. And there is a little whale calf swimming with its mother. Whale is not an easy word to sound out. It's one that we just learn by recognizing how it looks. Now we're looking at the picture of the vet, and I have put a jumbled sentence beneath it. This sentence says, vet, dog, help, the, will, the. So remember our clues. Look for the word with the capital letter. That's right, the. Then look for the word that has the full stop at the end, dog. So your sentence you already know is going to say the something, 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 something dog. Let's see if you've managed to work it out. The vet will help the dog. Let's look at another jumbled sentence. The words are lady, the, has, wig, a. Look for the word with the capital letter. Look for the word that has the full stop. The will begin the sentence. Wig will end the sentence. The something, 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 wig. Let's read it. The lady has a wig. And do you remember we also practiced choosing the correct word in a sentence? You will see that I've got 3 sentences here, and the colored words in each sentence are the ones that you have to choose between. The first sentence says, my dad drives a van or van. You make a choice. The next sentence says, we get wa at or wa it in the water. Choose one of those red words. And the last sentence says, Tom ran fast to wa in or wa in a race. Which of those purple words will be correct? Let's have a look and see. My dad drives a van. We get wa it in the water. Tom ran fast to wa in a race. Well done, children. Let's have a look at your homework for this week. You are going to do 2 more of those reading comprehensions, where you read the little story sentences, and then you have 3 questions, and you have to choose the correct word to make the sentence be correct. The first reading comprehension is My Pet Dog, about Sam, the dog. And the second one is called Playing in the Snow. And it's about Ben, who loves winter. You'll complete those 2 reading comprehensions. And then something rather different is going to be speed read. Speed reading is when you time yourself reading different things. But you don't only time yourself once. You time yourself maybe every day and see if you get faster. You are going to be testing and timing the speed at which you read your phonics ladders. I'll show you how. All right, so what we're going to need is our phonics ladders and a stopwatch. It can be on a phone or on somebody's wristwatch, whatever will help you. And you are racing against yourself. So let's see how I do. Bad, bag, bat, can, cap, cat, dad. Bin, whoops, big, bit, dig, fin, lid, pig. Bit slippery. Cot, dog, dot, pop, rod, rob, jog. Bun, bag, cup, hat, rag, rub, sum. Bed, big, bet, den, hen, leg, pen. And stop. All right, children, so what you're going to do, the challenge is to time yourself every day and see if your time improves over the week. Enjoy the week, and I'll see you again. Bye.